And here we return to Magical Girl Raising Project. Let's start the episode in 3, 2, 1. Click. Slow pan over school.
Why are we at school? Weren't we about to have a lethal fight?
Yeah, we were.
No, really. Why we were about to have a lethal fight? Why are we?
You'll see. You'll see.
It's gonna annoy me.
Oh yeah, probably.
Why? I don't understand.
You'll understand in a bit. This is fairly arbitrary.
I don't get it.
You might be able to guess, but...
Yeah, I can guess. I'm just... Yes, I'll agree with you on that one. The world is full of idiots.
Yeah.
Especially your world.
Yeah, there we go. This is Ruler.
I figured it was Roller.
We're getting a surge of backstory for Ruler.
Okay. How is that going to function? So if that works on other magical girls, then forget it.
We're getting a surge of backstory for Ruler, and this show isn't very good or subtle.
Well, yeah, I figured, but my point is more,
I don't know if it's ever addressed whether that thing can work on magical girls or not.
That just seems like a particularly stupid thing to bring up and then not use.
I mean, yeah, but... You know what I don't have about it? It's a pretty stupid thing to bring up and not use. And see, we have to know what her exact magic is.
You've already made the point that if we're getting backstory on someone, we're probably going to lose them because the show wants to make us feel something when people randomly die, and you can't do that unless you have backstory on them.
Yeah, admittedly, I have foreknowledge on this episode still, but you could guess. You could already guess that starting with Ruler's backstory
means that she's certain to die and probably likely to die in this episode.
Yep. And yeah, to an extent, you kind of have to do that. I mean, we get Sixth's backstory just before she dies in a much better show, but... we actually felt something about that.
And we have our angel duo.
Yep.
You probably shouldn't chase them.
I mean, they seem to be idiots who are not very good at their assassination attempt. I'm not even sure falling off that tower would be dangerous to a magical girl.
Yeah. Well, yes. It's not actually a bad plan.
No.
What does that have to do with it? Oh, whatever. Oh, right. She could shapeshift her sword.
Sword of giantness. That is her power.
And yeah, she's gonna jump at you through the... Of course, they're a distraction while the rest of the team dogpiles
Snow White. That digging power is a lot better than you give it credit for.
Yeah. Also, you really shouldn't split up.
Yeah, someone has never heard standard rules. Oh, right. This is how things go down. It can at least do that much.
Yeah.
I forgot the exacts.
Okay. Yeah, that would be why she needs
Helpers.
allies. Her sword power is pretty awesome when she's willing to... Oh, that's interesting. You left Snow White
idiot.
alone. Don't leave Snow White alone. A lot. Well, yeah, they're kind of...
Yeah, your minions are largely incompetent.
You already knew that.
I mean, especially the Angel Twins.
I assume Swim can probably dive into the ground.
Since we've already been told what she does. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know we're falling silent here for a bit, but there's really not much more to say. They stole the candies, moved onward. Oh, look, Tama's actually fine, as befit the swirly eyes hit.
Yeah.
This thing you were already angsting about.
Couldn't you just share? Given that Snow White's been working with you, I'd assume that you have plenty.
Yeah.
And even
over
have
50-50.
Did Swim accidentally or on purpose transfer the opposite direction?
That's not what happened, but...
Okay, we've got the math. Why would you do that?
Because she's a bitch.
It's not a good plan.
Yeah,
She could probably have gotten away with taking even a somewhat larger share.
Yeah. Or the difference, as it were.
Or having half split between her and Swim and half split between the other three.
Yeah.
Because they were two halves of the plan.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Tama's ability was actually way more useful.
Yeah. More flashback, even though we now know she's death-marked.
Yeah. I mean, we've established Calamity Mary is going to be at least an antagonist.
Yeah.
Villain... That's a villain requires being, the main...
She doesn't seem to have enough planning.
Yeah. Seriously, why are we getting this flashback?
Because the show's pretty desperate. This is sort of the point where I realized this was gonna suck.
I'm confused.
Mutiny.
Well, yeah.
We'll find out exactly how and why. I think right here.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that was half her total.
Because...
And clearly what they're going for is the unwitting agent of doom with Nemarin's last thing telling Swim that she could be the princess, and now Swim is becoming the even more ruthless and bloodthirsty successor to Ruler.
Mm-hmm.
It's really obvious and could be interesting if it was less telegraphed or fired later.
Well, you kind of are.
I will say those two come off as exceptionally awful, gleefully doing Ding Dong the Witch is Dead over a bloody corpse.
Yeah. I still don't quite get why.
Well, we saw from her dream she's like 4.
No, I mean, overall, why the...
Why we're having a death game?
Well, that too. But why assassinating Ruler?
Because there can only be one?
And I wouldn't say 4. She's definitely young, but...
She's a little kid, is what I was trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, Swim is my number 2 pick for what's going to serve as a villain in this show.
After you mentioned that...
Yeah, I don't know if we did this on mic, but I'm pretty sure that Cranberry is actually going to be... Yeah, there we go. There's her motivation.
It's pretty stupid.
Yeah, she's a little kid, so she gets to be somewhat excused for that, but...
Yeah.
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 Ripple's smart.
Yeah. Because some people don't value alliances.
No.
No, probably not.
It's Sister Nana. we already kind of understand her as being the sweetheart of the group.
Which means there's good odds that she's going to get assassinated.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my assumption.
Yeah.
If something seems to be going okay, then something's probably going to go horribly wrong.
She would be the most generically goody two-shoes if it weren't for Snow White.
Yeah. Because they were...
Snow White angsting. Not entirely unreasonably.
Yeah. She's going to be involved in this conflict no matter what.
Well, there are degrees. There's playing it like a death game, and then there's just passively winning the way she does.
Yeah, but they could easily, jump her again.
Yep.
So I'm guessing we don't actually see what they were talking about with Sister Nana.
And
then we're
getting...
I assume this is
number 16.
Yeah, new girl.
Yeah. Who's looking for Snow White? Well,
and we're in the...
having a creepy Gothic Lolita vibe. I'm trying to figure out why this doesn't work when similar stuff in better shows does. And I think it's at least partially a matter of hang time. There's developing someone who's doomed, and then there's developing them literally 5 minutes before they die. Into 5 minutes after.
And that's also doing it repeatedly.
Yeah, this is kind of number 2, since we got Nemerin focus right before Nemerin bit the dust.
Because we did get that once in, Mirai and Nikki, but I think only once, and we've got, 12 entries there.
Arguably the 7th as well as 6th, but...
we had, 3 freaking episodes with them.
Yeah, and not counting the time spent with them as minor villains, and onward and onward. Mm-hmm. But this episode felt particularly sloppy, and I was trying to figure out why it lost my patience so much. But not much we can do but just go onward. See you next time.